Hi Barbies! In today's video, we're going to be doing a Barbie evolution. Like, comment, and subscribe. Barbie is a fashion doll created by American businesswoman Ruth Handler, manufactured by American toy company Mattel, and launched in 1959. The toy is the figurehead of the Barbie brand that includes a range of fashion dolls and accessories. Barbie has been an important part of the toy fashion doll market for over 6 decades. The brand has expanded into a multimedia franchise since the late 1980s, including video games, computer-aided films, and a live-action film. Ruth Marina Handler, born on November 4th in 1916, who unfortunately passed away on April 27th in 2002. She was an American businesswoman and inventor and co-founder of toy manufacturer Mattel, with her husband Elliot serving as the company's first president from 1945 to 1975. She was born in Denver, Colorado. She married her high school boyfriend and moved to Los Angeles in 1938, where she found work at Paramount. Ruth saw the potential for an entrepreneurial endeavor. They went into partnership with Harold, also known as Matt Matson. They combined Matson's last name with Elliot's first name, creating Mattel. During World War, furniture sales fell, so Mattel began to manufacture toy furniture. The success of this business caused Ruth and Elliot to move Mattel fully into toy manufacturing. Ruth watched her daughter Barbara play with paper dolls and noticed that she often enjoyed giving them adult roles. At that time, most children toy dolls were representations of infants. Realizing that there could be a gap in the market, she suggested the idea of an adult to her husband Elliot. He was unenthusiastic about the idea, as were Mattel's directors. The first Barbie doll wore a black and white zebra-striped swimsuit and signature top-knot ponytail, and was available as either a blonde or brunette. The doll was marketed as a teenage fashion model, with her clothes hand-stitched by Japanese homeworkers. Around 350,000 Barbie dolls were sold during the first year of production. Barbie was one of the first toys to have marketing strategy based extensively on television advertising, which has been copied widely by other toys. In 2006, it was estimated that over 1 billion Barbie dolls have been sold worldwide in over 150 countries, with Mattel claiming that 3 Barbie dolls were sold every second. Mattel was forged as a player in the national toy industry when it became the first company to air an advertisement during the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse series. Barbie's full name is Barbara Millicent Roberts. Her parents' names are given as George and Margaret Roberts from the fictional town of Willows, Wisconsin. She attended the Willows High School. Her previous members of her family, Todd, the twin brother to Stacy, Kissy, a baby sister, and her cousin Francie. Barbie's friends included Hispanic Teresa, African American Christy, and Stephen, Christy's boyfriend. Barbie was also friendly with Blaine, an Australian surfer, during her split with Ken in 2004. She has 3 younger sisters, Skipper, Stacy, and Chelsea, named Kelly until 2011. Her sisters have co-starred in many Barbie films, Barbie and Her Sisters in a Ponytail from 2013. Barbie has had over 40 pets, including cats and dogs, horses, a panda, a lion cub, and a zebra. She has owned a wide range of vehicles, including pink Beetles and Corvette convertibles, trailers, and Jeeps. Barbie's careers are designed to show that women can take a variety of roles in life, and the doll has been sold with a wide range of titles, including Miss Astronaut Barbie, released in 1965, Dr. Barbie, released in 1988, and NASCAR Barbie, released in 1998. The Handlers and Mattel added a boyfriend for Barbie named Ken after their handler's son. She has an on-again and off-again relationship with Kenneth Sean Carson. A news release from Mattel in February 2004 announced that Barbie and Ken had broken up, but in February 2006, they were hoping to rekindle after Ken had a makeover. In 2011, Mattel launched a campaign for Ken back. The pair officially reunited on Valentine's Day in 2011. In the mid-1990s, Barbie's branded products included books, apparel, cosmetics, and video games. The brand had 2 television specials released in 1987 in response to the rise of digital media at the time, Barbie and the Rockettes, Out of This World, and the sequel. Since 2012, she appeared in several television and web series, including Barbie, Life in the Dream House, Barbie, Dreamtopia, Barbie, Dreamhouse Adventures, Barbie, It Takes Two, appearing as a supporting character in Pixar's Toy Story films and the My C Media franchise. In 2015, Barbie began appearing as a vlogger on YouTube called Barbie Vlogger, where she talks about her fictional life, fashion, friends, and family, and even charged topics such as mental health and racism. Barbie is known for her appearance as a virtual actress in a series of computer animated feature films, starting with Barbie and the Nutcracker in 2001, which were distributed on home video formats and broadcast on Nickelodeon in the United States until 2017. Since 2017, they have been revamped television, branded as animated specials, and released through streaming services like Netflix. The film Barbie and the Pink Shoes released on February 26 in 2013. The series have sold over 110 million units globally. Barbie has transformed the toy business in affluent communities globally by becoming a vehicle for the sale of related merchandise. In 2009, Barbie celebrated her runway show in New York for the Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week. The event included designs from Diana Van Frozenberg, Vera Rain, Calvin Klein, Bob Mackie, and Christian Louboutin. Carol Spencer was Barbie's fashion designer from 1963 to 1999. The Machino Barbie runway show consisted of almost 50 looks for spring-summer. They had the iconic pink to polka dots, ruffles, big hair, bows, and a little edginess. Jeremy Scott said, "I love Barbie. Her and I share the same things. We just want to bring joy to people." In 2009, Christian Louboutin collaborated with Barbie, which included life-size heels. Casey Musgraves dressed as Barbie at the camp theme for the Met Gala in 2019. In 1986, the artist Andy Warhol created a painting of Barbie. The painting sold at an auction at Christie's in London for $1.1 million. In 2015, the Andy Warhol Foundation teamed up with Mattel to create an Andy Warhol Barbie. In 2013, in Taiwan, the first Barbie-themed restaurant called Barbie Cafe opened under the San Laku Group. In 1974, a section of Times Square in New York City was renamed Barbie Boulevard for a week. The Musée des Arts Décoratifs Paris at the Louvre held a Barbie exhibit in 2016. The exhibit featured 700 Barbie dolls over 2 floors, also with work by contemporary artists and documents like newspaper photos and videos that contextualize Barbie. The Julia Barbie doll was the first celebrity Barbie doll. Julia was a TV show that ran from 1968 to 1971, the first to star a black woman in a non-stereotypical role. Mattel estimates that there are well over 100,000 avid Barbie collectors. 90% are women at an average age of 40, purchasing more than 20 Barbie dolls each year. 45% of them spend upwards of $1,000 a year. Vintage Barbie dolls from the early years are the most viable at auctions, and while the original Barbie sold for $3 in 1959, a mint box Barbie from 1959 sold for $3,500. Sold on eBay of October 2004. Recently, Mattel has sold Barbie dolls specifically for collectors. Porcelain versions, vintage reproductions, Barbies as characters from the Monsters and Star Trek. The gold label tier doll is limited to more than 25,000 pieces curated worldwide. The platinum tier less than 1,000 produced worldwide, such as Bobby Mackie OOAK. On September 2006, a Barbie doll set a world record at auction of 9,000 euros sterling, equivalent of 17,000 US dollars, at Christie's in London. The doll was a Barbie in Midnight Red from 1965 and was part of a private collection of 4,000 Barbies being sold by 2 Dutch women, Letje Rebel and her daughter Marina. The most expensive doll sold was a model made in collab with designer Stefano Cantarini in 2010. The doll wears a set of diamond jewelry and a little black dress. The worth is $302,500. The second most expensive was the D Bear's 40th anniversary Barbie from 1999, worth $85,000. The third most expensive was the original doll, worth $27,450 in 2020. Mattel introduced the Diaby Los Maritos collectible Barbie doll, the second collectible released as part of the company's La Cucina line, which was launched in 2019. The most common criticism of Barbie is that she promotes an unrealistic idea of body image for young women, leading to a risk that girls who attempt to emulate her will become anorexic. Unrealistic body proportions in Barbie dolls have been connected to some eating disorders in children. The standard dolls were made 11.5 inches tall. According to research by the University Central Hospital in Helsinki, Finland, she would lack the 17 to 20% body fat required for a woman to menstruate. In 1963, the outfit Barbie Babysits came with the book titled How to Lose Weight, which advertised "Don't Eat." Barbie's appearance has been changed many times, most notably in 1971. when the doll's eyes were adjusted to look forward rather than having the demure sideways glance of the original model. And in July 1992, Mattel released Teen Talk Barbie, which spoke Math is Hard, which received American Association of University Women distress. Tiny Shoulders, Rethinking Barbie American Movie, released on April 27, 2018 on Hulu. Directed, written, and produced by Andrea Blackguard Nevins. It explores the creation of the Barbie doll, the effect it had on culture and evolution of the decades. Sidney Jackson holds Guinness Book of the World Records for undergoing the most consecutive cosmetic surgery, obsessed with looking like Barbie. Kitty Black Perkins, creator of Black Barbie. Perkins eventually became Mattel's chief designer of fashions and doll concepts and was credited for creating more than 100 designs. Colored Francie, released in 1967, was the first black doll. However, she was produced using the existing head molds for the white Francie doll and lacked distinct African American characteristics other than the dark skin. Starting in 1980, it also produced Hispanic dolls. In September 2009, Mattel introduced the Sew and Style range, which was intended to create a more realistic depiction of African American than previous dolls. In May 2001, MGA Entertainment launched the Bratz series of dolls, a move that gave Barbie her first serious competition in the fashion doll market. In 2004, sales figures showed that Bratz dolls were outselling Barbie dolls in the United Kingdom. Although Mattel maintained that in terms of the number of dolls, clothes, and accessories sold, Barbie remained the leading brand. In 2005, figures showed that sales of Barbie dolls had fallen by 30% in the United States and by 18% worldwide, with much of the drop being attributed to the popularity of Bratz dolls. In December 2006, Mattel sued MGA Entertainment for $1 billion, alleging that Bratz creator Carter Bryant was working for Mattel when he developed the idea for Bratz. On July 17, 2008, a federal jury agreed that the Bratz line was created by Carter Bryant while he was working for Mattel, and that MGA and its chief executive officer, Isaac Lorraine, were liable for converting Mattel property for their own use and intentionally interfering with the contractual duties of Bryant to Mattel. On August 26, the jury found that Mattel would be paid $100 million in damages. On December 3rd, in 2008, U.S. District Judge Stephen Larson banned MGA from selling Bratz. He allowed the company to continue selling the dolls until the winter holiday season ended. On appeal, U.S. Court of Appeal for the Ninth Circuit, the court overturned the district court's original ruling for Mattel, where MGA Entertainment was forfeit the entire Bratz brand. On April 21st, in 2011, a federal jury returned a verdict supporting MGA. On August 5th, in 2011, Mattel was also ordered to pay MGA $310 million for attorney fees, stealing trade secrets, and false claims, rather than the $88.5 million issued in April. Sales of Barbie declined sharply from 2014 to 2016. Sales of Barbie began to fall as Lego rose to become the biggest toy company in the world, helped by its Toys for Girls called Lego Friends. The biggest blow was when rival Hasbro won the Disney Princess franchise from Mattel at the moment when Frozen's Elsa took over from Barbie as the most popular girls' toy. In 2013, when sales of Barbie were declining, its American Girl doll line was the most successful doll selling in the United States. American Girl was the inspiration of a teacher who wanted to portray the polarity of American life with dolls of different ethnicities and disabilities. Each comes with a book that deals with topics including poverty and race. It proved lucrative, with the average American doll owner spending more than $300 a doll plus accessories. In September 2003, the Middle Eastern country of Saudi Arabia outlawed the sale of Barbie dolls in franchises, stating that they did not conform to the ideals of Islam. In Muslim majority nations, there is an alternative doll called Fula, which was introduced in November 2003 and is equivalent to Barbie, but is designed specifically to represent traditional Islamic values. Aqua's song, Barbie Girl, was subject of the lawsuit Mattel versus MCA Records, which Mattel lost in 2002, with Judge Alex Kozinski saying that the song was a parody and a social commentary. In 1974, Ruth Handler and her husband Elliot were removed from the post at Mattel after an investigation found them guilty of issuing false and misleading financial reports. In 2016, Mattel introduced a range of a new body type, tall, petite, and curvy, releasing them exclusively as part of the Barbie fashionista line. Curvy Barbie, which received a great deal of media attention and even made the cover of Time magazine with the headline, "Now can we stop talking about my body?" Barbie created a doll who had a wheelchair but couldn't fit in the Barbie Dreamhouse elevator and received backlash because of it. In 2020, Mattel sold $1.35 billion worth of Barbie dolls and accessories, and this was their best sales growth within 2 decades. Barbie movie marketing budget was $150 million, and it cost $150 million to produce the movie. Airbnb partnered with Barbie to create an actual Barbie dream house for people to spend their time in during the promotion of the movie, which was located in Malibu. The release of the 2023 film Barbie has triggered a fashion trend called Barbiecore. Mattel's successful formula with Barbie is that it never allowed her to mature. The company has kept it up with the latest fashions and has also made sure that success does not rely on one Barbie alone, but also continue to innovate with new and different types of dolls alongside its flagship blonde Barbie. The collabs Barbie did was Barbie and Vans, Barbie and Zara, Barbie and Aldo, Barbie and Balmain, Barbie and Crocs, Barbie and Gap, and Barbie and Kendra Scott.